Whoa, hi! We're going to have another story today. Are you ready? So Paul and Silas were tooling along, and they went to a town called Philippi, and they started preaching there. And everything was working great, except that it wasn't. Some of the people got mad at them there, and they said, "Oh, these guys are doing things they shouldn't be doing." And so the police came and beat them up, and they put them in jail. Now they were in jail in Philippi. They'd never been in a jail in Philippi before. They didn't know. Anyway, it doesn't sound like it was very fun because they were in chains. They were in a cave kind of place, and it just wasn't a fun place to be. However, that's a pretty big word. However, at nighttime, they were just kind of sitting around being in jail, and they started singing. They thought, well, this is kind of cool. We're out here preaching and teaching about Jesus, and somebody threw us in prison, and we don't have to do anything now. We don't have to clean our rooms. We don't have to wash the dishes because there aren't any. They're not bringing us much food. And so they were pretty lucky. They didn't have that kind of stuff to do. Anyway, so they were happy that they were in prison, and probably God was helping them feel good too, because he knows how to help you feel good when you need it. And so Paul and Silas started singing some songs. They learned some songs at Vacation Bible School or somewhere, and they were singing and anyway, they were singing some fun songs, and they were worshiping God, singing these songs in prison in the middle of the night. And some of the other prisoners were watching them saying, wow, these guys are wacko. We're feeling pretty miserable, and those guys look pretty happy. Anyway, that's what happens sometimes when God wants to do stuff with you. That's really special. And so they were singing these songs, and all of a sudden there was an earthquake, and their chains fell off, and the doors to the prison opened up, and they thought, well, this is kind of weird. And they started walking out of the prison, but they decided, well, that's not a cool thing. So he kind of stuck around. And then the guard said, hey, they're gonna kill me if I let everybody go, so I might as well just kill myself now. And Paul said, hold off on that. We're all still here. We didn't go anywhere. We're waiting for you. And the jailer said, wow, this is really strange, you know. I don't know exactly what to do, but why don't you tell me about what's going on here? So they told him about Jesus, and the jailer said, well, I want to be saved. Can I be saved? And they said, yep, you sure can. And so he got saved and his whole household. And then they decided they'd get baptized. And they went down to the river to get baptized, and he got baptized. So Paul and Silas in jail were singing, and the jailer and all his family all got saved and baptized. And so it's kind of a really cool story. And things were really going on then, just like they're really going on now. God's doing really fun stuff. I would like to show you an experiment today that makes you think about how big things are and how small things are. I have another experiment that will talk about how things get big very rapidly sometimes, but this one will show you how they get small very rapidly. How many times do you think you can fold a piece of paper? 5 times? 10 times? 20 times? 50 times? Let's see. I'm going to fold it 1 time. Now I'm folding it twice. I can do twice real easy. I can do 3 times very easily. And then I can do 4 times easily. I can do 5 times. It's a little bit harder. And then I can do 6 times. But I can't do 7 times. Now you might be able to do 7 times if you work at it. The idea behind this is how small would it be if we could do this 20 times? It would be a dot so small we can't see it, and it would be so tall we can't measure the height of it. So it's just an impossible situation to fold this 20 times. It's also impossible, probably, to fold it 10 times. You might have a very skinny piece of paper. If you have thin paper like a newspaper, you might be able to fold it 10 times, but you can't fold it 15. But I challenge you to try it. Thank you. Bye.